Hey, welcome back for another video. Today we have a software update. It looks like just a point release, software version 2020.48.12.1. So no new features updated, but it does, as always, it says has some bug fixes and everything. So I'm going to take a drive and see how it does, see if there's anything that I noticed different about Autopilot or anything like that. And also wanted to get ready for maybe trying to find out a good route to take the new full self-driving beta on, if we hopefully get that soon. That would be great if we did get it before Christmas. So here's hoping for that. As always, if you like this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'm working really hard to get 500 subscribers before the end of the year, so I would really appreciate your help. And let's get started. So as I said, this is just a point release, so we still have the same improvements that we had in the last update. We have the text messaging, the new tracks version, and Sentry mode improvements. Nothing big, in my opinion. I like them okay, but nothing that I was super excited about. Really hoping for version 11 software to come out soon, so that we get all of the exciting updates that Elon Musk has been teasing. But for now, we just have to wait for this. And of course, I am anxiously awaiting the FSD beta. Cannot wait to get our hands on that. And I will definitely be making a lot of videos on full self-driving beta and how it's doing once I do get that update. So for now, we're just going to be focusing on the minor improvements and bug fixes to see if any of those pertain to Autopilot, and we'll just work on doing a little bit of a route here. I do need to find a good route, not only for the Autopilot testing, but also I'm going to be doing some city streets type driving to see what the efficiency is. So find a good route to take for that efficiency testing, much like the route that I take right now for the interstate steady state driving. I want to see what the efficiency is, both for the Model 3 and for the Model Y. Actually, this update I did not get in the Model Y yet here. This is just the Model 3, so that's again no big deal because I didn't actually get any interesting software update. Never can figure out why one car gets it before the other. It seems to just bounce back and forth between the Model Y getting it first and then the Model 3 getting it first. Just never know. Alright, so one thing I have had trouble with in the Model Y especially is with autopilot and traffic lights. So when it is engaged, you can see it's engaged because there's a blue steering wheel, so that means that the car is steering, and the blue around the speed means it's got the traffic aware cruise control. So I can have the traffic aware cruise control without the auto steer, and it would just be blue around the speed, but in this case with the blue steering wheel, that means it has control. Now okay, so I didn't have to confirm that time because there's actually a lead car. You can see up there that SUV provided a lead car for that light. But what I have had trouble with in the Model Y lately is approaching a green light when there is no lead car. You can confirm to go through that intersection with the stock or with the accelerator, and it will sometimes just kind of ask you again. So it'll start braking and ask you again to confirm to go through the light, which is not great. Really don't want to have it asking me multiple times or suddenly braking because it thinks it needs to go to stop. Alright, so here I'm going to take a right, see if this is a decent route. I'm going to keep track of how many miles. I think we need to have probably at least 20 miles, I think, on a route. So far we've gone through all these lights very easily, and of course, like I said, see right here, it's asking for a confirmation to go through the light, or it's letting me know the light. Okay, so that time I had a lead car, but then it actually started to stop even though I had the lead car. So somehow it lost track of that lead car, or wasn't confident in what it was doing. So I don't like it when it does that, obviously. This version of Autopilot does not actually go through green lights without either a lead car or with a confirmation on the stock or the accelerator. So as we approach each green light, it does have a line where it plans on either stopping. If it turns green, it knows that it's green and it's going to go. But if it's going to stop, it turns that line is red. So you can see it kind of blips a little bit right before it sees the light, and then in this case I have a lead car, so it should continue through, turn green, good to go. And in this version it does automatically change lanes. If I hit the turn signal on, it will actually take a lane change when I tell it to. This version of Autopilot does not take turns through intersections, not right or left, so I have to disengage Autopilot and take it through the intersection myself. So you can see right now gray around the speed and the steering wheel. When I engage Autopilot, it turns blue again. Alright, so for some reason the line was still red there, even though I did have a lead car. So I had to hit the accelerator to make sure it would go through. So it's not perfect on going, like it almost always works, but when it doesn't, it fails to go through a green light rather than accidentally go through a light that it shouldn't. So I have been impressed with its ability to at least err on the side of caution, but it's still kind of irritating because, you know, it's just not in all scenarios doing what it claims to be able to do. Here slows down a lot more for those cars turning off than I would really like it to, but it's doing it safely as long as you don't have somebody barreling down on it. Saw it stopped at the red light, no problem. And whenever it turns green, I'll confirm and it will go through. There it is. Confirm to go through the intersection. And it goes through just as I should. Alright. Navigate to Home Depot on Shiloh Road. There we go. And now it can attempt to go through. Oh, it's going to try to go to the interstate. I don't want it to do that. That's a bummer. But it will not go through roundabouts on this release.